Hey, yo, what's up? I don't know how many people gonna come in. I didn't share it out. I just went ahead and went live or whatnot. So we're gonna just let this play out. 'Cause I gotta get out here in a minute. We're gonna let this play out. But the update to Cory Bigsby. Hey, yo, what's up? I don't know how many people gonna come in. I didn't share it out. I just went ahead and went live. Damn. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so the update to Codi Bigsby's story is his dad has been found guilty of his son's death, so not really surprising to me, but let's hear what's going on. And I'm gonna read something that the sister said that they say she said in this article that kind of stunned me. I'm like, okay, you're just gonna still just do your thing, ain't you? Anyway, guys, Cory Bigsby has been found guilty. Let's hear it.
You have been there all day. What's coming down from the jury right now?
Yeah, well, our Lauren Moss just ran out of the courtroom, and she tells us that the jury found Cory Bigsby guilty of second-degree murder and hiding the body of his 4-year-old son, Codi Bigsby. And this has been a case that we've been covering for more than 2 years. On January 31st of 2022, Cory Bigsby, who was on trial for this, reported his son missing.
Hey, baby,
and throughout this trial, the jury, 12 people, it ended up being 8 women and 4 men that deliberated. They heard from Cody's mother, from Cody's big brother, who testified and said that he found his brother in a fetal position with his eyes open. He was bruised, he was red, and he was purple. He said that he thought that his brother was dead. We also heard from Cody's aunt, who claimed that she saw Codi September of 2021, and that was only a few months after a grand jury claimed that Codi died, which was around June of 2021. So again, the jury, 8 women and 4 men, have decided that Cory is guilty of second-degree murder and hiding the body of his son, Codi. And it took the jury about 2 hours to come to that decision. They started deliberating just before 11:30, and that decision came down right around 1:45. And a lot of commotion coming out. We're waiting to see if maybe one of the attorneys will come out here pretty soon. But we know that this decision just dropped not too long ago. So we're also going to be checking by the door to see if we see any of them. I guess they might be still up there kind of doing some things. But again, Cory Bigsby has been found guilty of second-degree murder for hiding his son's body, as well as that second-degree murder for killing his son as well. And his son's body has not been found.
Cambria, I understand the jury is now leaving the building.
Yeah, they just left the building, that 12-person jury. That was 8 women and 4 men, and they were escorted out by deputies who walked them to their cars. They didn't really want to talk at all. They were shaking their head like no, they didn't want to give any comments. Some people, one woman I saw kind of had a hoodie on, and people are just coming out the courtroom just screaming. They're happy. They're like, he is guilty. We just hear a woman who said, we did it. And so we're waiting to hear from those attorneys that are still inside right now. As I mentioned, I think our Chris Horne is over here. He was in the courtroom. I don't know if we'll be able to hear from him on some of the reaction of what happened, but we know that there are some people that are just talking to us right now, just sharing their excitement about this happening. Now, it took the jury about more than 2 hours to come to this decision, and I wonder if we can get Chris. Okay, Chris is coming over here. Chris has been covering this from beginning to end. Yes, we're live. He was in the courtroom. Describe the reactions when that verdict hit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were relieved. We had people that were from organizations, Team Codi, Moms for Codi, those sort of organizations. One of them is talking with our other reporter over there right now, with Lauren, and we're going to have sound from her later on. It was a brief deliberation, probably the briefest of any that I've covered. Less than 2 hours, because the jury went out to lunch during the 2 hours. They went out at 11:25. They were back by about 1:35. So it was quick, and they were convinced. Again, you do not need a body for a conviction of murder. We learned that twice in the last couple years. Shanita Ure-Lewis in Newport News, her husband was convicted of her murder. Bellamy Gamboa in Virginia Beach, There was a conviction on a guilty plea, and there was no body found in that case either. So you do not need a body in Virginia to be convicted of murder, and that was proven today.
And so what were some of the reactions? Was Codi's mom there for this verdict?
I did not see her reaction. Whenever a situation like this forms, you get many more bailiffs in the courtroom for security. So it was kind of blocked. I had a bunch of sheriff's deputies that were standing between me and the family. Tandeleyia Butler was in there. I didn't see any noticeable reaction from her. They moved to revoke his bond. He was let out in handcuffs. So he is incarcerated now, and it will be not until mid-June until he is sentenced.
And I'm assuming, you know, he went into custody with no issues. Did his reaction
was no reaction.
change?
He was stoic as he was throughout the entire 7 days, 5 days last week, 2 days this week.
And I know you mentioned sentencing will come later, but how many years in prison could he serve?
Okay, second-degree murder, 5 to 40 years on that. And I got to check my notes, but I believe it's on a concealment, it's 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. It's either a class 4 or class 6 felony, and we'll have that for you for sure once I dig it out of my notes. But the main charge here, of course, is second-degree murder, and that is 5 years to 40 years.
We have some family that's coming over here right now.
If I said it once, I'm going to say it again. I never lied from the beginning, and I don't lie now.
Don't say nothing to
Tandeleyia, so you saw him. So you saw Codi on September 2021?
Say excuse her. Don't put nothing in my face.
And, you know, as expected, the family is very emotional and very upset about this verdict. And then there are advocates who are yelling justice for Codi.
Oh, there go that Black Lives Matter
as
dude.
the family walks away across the street. We have Tandeleyia Butler, who is Cory's sister. And then on this other side, these are groups that have been fighting for justice for Codi.
Guilty as charged. Guilty. Monster. It's irrelevant.
And so, Nancy, we've been talking to you for a while, and we'd like to talk to all of you about, you know, how are you feeling? What was your reaction when you first heard that verdict?
I wanted to cry. I wanted to stand up and cry.
His last words?
Yeah, I did.
Jesus.
Sure did.
Thank you, Jesus.
And then we also have Curtis Brown, who is Cory's attorney over here, if we can squeeze through.
You all presented the case the way that y'all wanted, as if he was guilty already and everything, so y'all should be satisfied.
Sir, are you going to appeal?
We'll talk.
Mr. Brown, do you feel as though you had a fair chance for this case?
You were in there. You were in the court, okay?
Yes.
I called Mr. Bill. I said that everybody, you know, you striking all these black people. You black, I said I'm black.
To do with it. We're talking about a child. We're talking about a Creole.
Seriously, sir?
We're talking about some Mr. Brown. We would like to hear from you. We heard from everybody else.
A lot of emotions right now, as you can tell.
Walk into the courtroom
Why everything gotta
while
be
you were
about
doing
race,
the closing
man?
argument. Do you still believe he's alive?
I don't want to.
know. Can we hear him, please? Can we hear him? We need to hear him.
I don't want to say something that, you know, I might have to regret one day. So I think it's best.
Is that him?
Yep, that's him. Okay. Anton Bell, the Hamptons Commonwealth attorney, is also walking out. We see the Hampton police chief here as well. People are yelling. We're going to try to catch up to him as much as we can. As you can hear, people are yelling. Not sure if he's going to give us a comment or not. He's walking kind of fast.
Oh, they must be walking with Cory.
See if we can catch up. Let's see. All right. Let's see if we can catch up. Not sure if we'll be able to. All right, he's about to go inside, so we won't be able to talk to him, but here's the Hampton police chief.
In the form of the guilty verdict, your detectives worked years on this case.
All right. Well, there's a lot going on. We tried to catch up with all the key players in this trial, from the Hampton Commonwealth's attorney, Anton Bell, to Cory Bigsby's attorney, Curtis Brown. And I'm almost out of breath here. Everyone's walking back now. So we're going to continue to see if we can get a statement from both attorneys on this moving forward. I have not seen Codi's mother, because this might be something that she would be open to speaking to us about. Okay. All right. Now they're letting some media through, so I'm not quite sure if they're gonna let anyone in. All right. Well, live in Hampton, we're gonna bring it back to you guys and try to get more information once we can. I'm Maria Bray, 10 on your side.
Maria, great work out there. Our Maria Bray and Chris Horne literally running down the reaction here on this verdict in Hampton this afternoon. Cory Bigsby found guilty of murder and hiding the body of his 4-year-old son, Codi. He was reported missing 2 years ago. Again, a body never found. A lot of reaction out there. The attorneys couldn't really get much from them yet, as they were really being drowned out by those activists who have fought for 2 years for justice for Codi. And of course, they seemed elated walking out of that courtroom. Our team on the ground is, of course, going to gather more information for you. Look for much more on this coming up on WAVY News 10 on air and on WAVY.com. We'll be back here at 4 o'clock or before that if we get more information to bring to you. We're going to turn it back over to your regular programming now. Stephanie Hudson, 10 on your side.
I've always had dreams and aspirations before proactive.
So we have heard it. We heard the guilty verdict. He has been found guilty. The attorney disappointed. His sister disappointed. All his family, everybody disappointed. The sister said, "I ain't never lied." You know, I guess somebody was saying, "Hey, you said you saw this boy at such and such time." You know, but how could that be possible when Cory is saying something different? Now you coming out all mad, talk about I ain't lied about this, I ain't lied about that. Somebody lied about something, man. Okay, I told you did all that hooping and hollering out there for your brother, which is fine. You know, I told y'all how family members do family members. They don't never want to say that, hey, you know, this is foul. Y'all still believe this man didn't do nothing to this child. After even the 7-year-old said what he saw, you still want to believe that this man didn't do nothing to that boy? Okay, then let's go with that and say that Cory is innocent, that he didn't do nothing to him. Then the question remains is, who did? Who did? That would be the mystery question. If you do not believe your brother Cory, or who all y'all that believe that Cory did not do this, then I ask every last one of y'all, who do you think did it then? Okay? Who do you think did it? Who do you think that was involved? Who else can you try to blame? Are you going to try to blame the children and say the children did it? Are you going to try to say they did it? Okay? Because it was only him and the children. So who else can you say that had something to do with it? Nobody. That brother said he went down to Cory, told Cory, hey, Codi's not waking up. What's wrong? Cory said ain't nothing wrong with him. It said, and the brother said he went back up there again. Try to wake him up. Codi would not wake up. Then on top of that, you have to ask this question too. All right, so if that is true, what the young boy said, and again, if it wasn't nothing but Cory and the boys or the children there, who moved Codi's body? Who moved his body? Come on now, who moved his body? And you mean to tell me, to the sister, you hearing this, you upset, I guess you have your right to feel how you want to feel. And you still do not believe this man did this? And you claim you seen him at such time, but for whatever this boy has said, to contradict everything you didn't say it. And you still gonna say you didn't lie. And then the attorney come out and talk about, you was in there, you black. Come on, man. I don't want whoever say that. That ain't got shit to do with it. He black too. His son was black. His other son who testified was black. What the fuck that got to do with it? Nothing. Nothing at all. And I hate when my people do that shit. If you wrong, you wrong. Wrong does not have a color. Right don't have a color. All right? This ain't got nothing to do with color. This got something to do with a boy who has disappeared and 9 times out of 10 is dead. And the last person who seen him was his own damn daddy. Ain't got shit to do with race. Y'all need to stop that shit, man. Really. Really. Because if he would have came out innocent, y'all would have said none of that. But then again, you probably would have. You probably would have. But again, if y'all feel like he didn't do it, then the question is, who did it? All right? And on that note, y'all, thank y'all for listening. You know, this is crazy, man. Y'all got the evidence right there in your face and still don't believe this man did it. I don't want the cameras in my face. But if the verdict was in his favor, y'all be all up in the camera top. I told y'all he didn't do it. Come on now. But I would like to see if the attorney gonna file an appeal. That's gonna be interesting if he file an appeal. Okay? So, right now, justice for Codi. And hopefully this man will have some kind of decency to say, okay, then his body is located here. All right? And then not only that, your brother, well, I'm going to say allegedly now, wrote notes saying what he did to him. He beat the hell out that boy, which go with what the brother said. He had bruises, his face was red. Come on now, where's the common sense? The key word is common sense. Where is the common sense, man? If the 7-year-old who was 4 at the time remembers that 3 years later that his brother was bruised and face was red, what more do you need? What more do you need, man? Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later, man.